Hi, I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Denis Kudla.
I'm Evgeny Donskoy.
I'm Henry Larsen.
I'm Peter Toretko, and you're listening to the Game to Love podcast.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. And we're here for its quarter-final day. And we're, well, in store for a great one. We've got Diego Schwartzman, the Argentinian, in red-hot form against the somewhat inconsistent but highly, well, massive threat, Daniil Medvedev. And if you look at the results between these two in the past, it's 3-0 to Medvedev, which is not a good sign for Diego Schwartzman. But we know the Schwartzman is so consistent. I mean, is that going to be the thing that unravels Medvedev today? I mean, the last time they played was actually at the beginning of this year in January. They played in the ATP Cup. And Medvedev won another quarterfinal matchup. It was actually 3 sets this one went to. And, he got it done 6-3 in the third. So good to see Menez in the chat there saying, has Jax fired me for Stan yesterday? Obviously, we had Stan Wawrinka going through against Andrei Rublev. That was a very, very entertaining match, and we're glad to have brought you that. JG, he will be with us as soon as he can. We're both on a half day today. I've managed to nip off earlier than he has by the looks of it. But the players are out on court. They're warming up as we speak. Mary Sky, yeah, there you go. Oh, the questions, where is JG? Don't worry, he'll be here soon. And when we can both give our thoughts on it. I think it's going to be possibly the closest. It's either going to go one of two ways. I think the way that Schwartzman lost to Zverev in Cologne, that worries me a little bit for him here today, just because he's a similar stature. He's good on the hard courts as well. And Schwartzman got blown away by Zverev in Cologne. And I think it could be one of two things. Either Medvedev, he steamrolls him, or Schwartzman could come through in a very, very close match that goes to potentially 3 sets. So I'm very, it's up in the air. You all know from the bracket that we're running, I've got Schwartzman going through. So I'm going to be backing Diego Schwartzman today and hoping the little Argentinian takes out Medvedev, and maybe we see a little bit of the frailties of Medvedev's game like we saw in the first set against Alex de Minaur. See if that comes out again in today's match. But it's going to be very interesting. As I said, they played 3 times before. Medvedev's won all 3. I mean, where's my background going? Trouble is, it's the daytime. This is the problem. Easier to do these at night, then I don't start losing. It's better to be in a dark room. But anyway, if I have a look down at the previous matches, I'll show you here on the bit here. Oh, 1 second. Here you go. Yeah, if you just see down here, they obviously played firstly back in Tokyo in 2018. Straight sets there for Medvedev. That was on hard court. And 6-4, 6-4, pretty straightforward. Then they met in London on grass. And that was a quarterfinal match as well, 6-2, 6-2 to Medvedev and that one. Schwartzman not the best on grass, though. And the latest one, hard court, Schwartzman's getting closer, it seems. So on this form that he's on this year, I wouldn't put it past Schwartzman. I think that he's the more consistent out of the 2 players. If he can really string it together in this match and just if he can just keep playing that consistent tennis, it might be enough to grind Medvedev down. I mean, we saw in the Alex de Minaur match, it was the player who was winning the long rallies, which was the one that came out on top. And in the first set, de Minaur was doing it well. And in the last 2 sets, Medvedev was coming out on top. So I think it could be whoever wins the long rallies again. I think if Schwartzman keeps up that consistency like he did against Davidovich Fokina, it's going to be a very long day at the office for Daniil Medvedev. But wait and see, won't we? Let us know what you guys think. We've got a few people giving their thoughts. Oh, 1 second. just realised that this is round here. It's probably not close enough to my mouth. Apologies. Probably thought the sound was gone a little bit there, didn't you? Yeah, probably sounds a lot better now. Anyway, yeah, I just have a look at some of these comments. Through the middle, Sweet says, think 3 sets. But to who, though? Who do you reckon is going to take it? We want to know that your actual predictions. Diego to win in 3 sets. There you go, just as I said that. Anybody else going to fire off any predictions for us? Well, for me personally, I've told you mine. I think either Diego potentially in 3 sets or Medvedev in 2 sets. I'm very torn between the two, to be honest. If we seen how they've gone through so far, though, Schwartzman's been going through with relative ease. Medvedev had a bit of a sticky one. He had a bye against Anderson. It was a bit of a struggle, I think, against Anderson, to be honest. He managed to get himself to the tiebreak, but other than that, yeah, I don't know. He's still, the jury's out on Medvedev. He needs to really prove a lot today. I think if he comes through this in flying colours, then you're really going to be fancying him in the next match, which obviously he would be playing the winner of Ugo Humbert versus Milos Raonic. That's it. So I always forget about Milos Raonic. I don't know why. But yeah, Milos Raonic, he's a favourite to win that one. We've got the two big servers, if they could be meeting each other, Daniil Medvedev and Milos Raonic. So Mary saying there, my man Medi, I believe in him. Well, it's always good to have belief. And they're just about to kick off now. And we've got Diego Schwartzman to serve first. So it's going to be a real interesting matchup, this. And there you go. Good start for Schwartzman. Gets the first point of the match. Ooh. So it's interesting. Notice a lot of these players, they choose to receive against Diego Schwartzman because he doesn't have a very powerful first or second serve. I think they think that they can try and get the early break, but he gets a lot of those first serves in, and Medvedev into the net there, and doesn't want to start with the early inconsistencies. Needs to really pick it up, I think, early in this match. It doesn't want to let Schwartzman get that confidence in. Schwartzman's very good at just resetting after every point as well. Good serve there by Schwartzman. Oh, and well left. He could have taken that on the volley, but he decided just to leave it. Left it, and it just dropped out. 40 love. Could be getting our first game to love here. Is JG going to miss the game to love? Still yet to get a button for that one, guys. Don't worry, I'm going to keep working on it. Michael with his standard, which is Diego is phenomenal. And there you go. Game to love, guys, in the first game. Cheers. Yeah, I think I'm going to need a few of those today. No heating currently in my new place that I'm living. And I've got the gas man coming around tomorrow morning to sort it all out. I don't know what's going on. Just having to sit here in a jumper. But it's all right. The drinks will keep us warm. And the tennis, hopefully, is going to be red hot too. So Medvedev yet to win a point in the match. How long can Schwartzman keep this up? Going to be very interesting to see how Medvedev serves today. Could this dictate how this match is going to get played out? So Medvedev serving. Where's he going to go? Down the tee. Good serve. Good return. And then he's gone power into the Schwartzman backhand. And there you go. Fires away the volley. Comfortable. 15 love. Yeah, he needs more of that. I think the signal of intent just to start hitting big shots and just trying to hit some winners from the start. Yeah, that's a really good start for Medvedev off his serve. Ooh, tries to go down the tee, just misses. Jagger, no surprise there. Zverev will win this tournament. Oh, into the net from Schwartzman. That's 30 love. And yet to have a point against serve in this match so far. Melez reckons Diego punches Medvedev by the end of the match. He's got this return back in now. Now he's into the rally. They're going backhand for backhand now, cross court. Medvedev with that extra power. Now he's gone down the line with the forehand. Great recovery from Schwartzman. Little drop shot there by Medvedev, and Schwartzman tries to equal it, but into the net. And we're looking at a potential another game to love. Is JG going to miss another one? Surely not. Yeah, excuse me if there starts some banging. One of my neighbours is doing some renovations, I think, and all I can hear is him sawing and banging. So if that starts happening, don't worry. It's not someone at the door. So what's through the middle sweep saying Medvedev should not be in the top 10. Way overrated. Well, he did get to a Grand Slam final in the US Open, remember? So I think JG's nearly coming to join us. So I'll get to change my flag over to Diego. And there you go. A good hold there by Daniil Medvedev. And that's 2 games to love. So cheers, JG, whenever you come in. Cheers, guys. Yannick, would you rather Medvedev or Rublev, Del Potro or Schwartzman? We have to pick one from all of them, or just between... I don't know. I think the way it is right now, I think Rublev, but it's hard to pick Schwartzman over Del Potro. Del Potro is so good. I'd go with Rublev and Del Potro, I think. Medvedev, I don't know. He's a bit inconsistent at the moment. Rublev looks like the man. He just a bit burnt out last night against Stan Wawrinka. Here we go. They're going backhand for backhand. Still yet to be a point against serve in this match. And we're into the 3rd game. Oh, and there you go. Just as I spoke too soon. Diego Schwartzman hits it into the net. 15 all. Who's going to make the first signal of intent on the opposition serve? Be interesting to see. In their previous meetings, Medvedev has got he wins 38.5% of the return points. That's what it's saying here on the stats, which is pretty impressive. But he has won every single matchup. Be interesting to see what Schwartzman's serving. Yeah, so his service points won versus Medvedev in career is 57%. So it's 15-30, a little window of opportunity here for Daniil Medvedev. Schwartzman just sticking in these rallies. Medvedev is going to be the one, I think, to inject the pace.
How are we doing, Ben?
Yeah, we're good.
Sorry, I'm late.
It's all right, mate. Apart from me forgetting, there you go. We got our first break points. You missed 2 game to loves, and now we've got a break of serve coming.
Mate, told you. As soon as I'm coming here, I'm bringing some luck for the Russian. Obviously, I was looking at the bracket yesterday, and I actually needed Rublev to beat Stan Wawrinka, so I'm not sure what I was doing cheering on Stan.
I think you got caught up, mate.
I got caught up in all the emotion of it all. However, today I've had a look at the bracket and I'm going for the win this month. So, or this week even. So I needed a Daniil Medvedev win. I need him to go all the way to the final.
Well, I need a Schwartzman win. So
with that, it's looking quite good because he's just broken.
Yeah.
Boom! That's what I'm talking about, mate. The JG effect.
The JG comes in and makes the difference. And apparently they're looking in to try and get some additional ventilation. Apparently, I think Medvedev said something to the umpire, saying that I don't know. Maybe there's not enough ventilation in the little stadium that they've got there. Or stadium, indoor arena. I think it would probably be more appropriate. Oh. Get that phone away, please, JG. I can hear it.
I don't have another laptop to watch the match on because my sister's working, obviously. So I'm trying to get this old banger to work. The one I gave you, mate.
Oh no. Oh, good luck with that. Probably take a year to load up.
That's right. I've got it on my phone while I'm waiting.
Nice. So this is what I sort of I don't know if you were listening to the start of the pod just before. Yeah, I was just saying that I thought could go one of two ways really. Or have a long drawn out one, a very close affair, or Medvedev batters him, I think.
Yeah, I'm on the edge of the fact I'm on the side that Medvedev's going to win this match based off their head-to-head. He's got a favourable head-to-head. I don't think Schwartzman's beating him.
No, 3-0. But it was pretty close in the last meeting.
Against Felix, wasn't it? Was it Felix or Zverev?
Zverev got battered him, yeah.
And I think Medvedev and Zverev, there's a lot of similarities there for me. So it could be a situation like that today.
Same height, big serve, quick around the court, and love a hard court as well. Zverev probably slightly more the indoor hard court, and Medvedev more outdoor hard court. But it's still a hard court. Yeah, it's still a hard court. There's no wind, so their serve's still going to be booming down.
Oh, it's good that you've updated the tips thing. I'm just having a look at that now. So who's number one? I can't quite see.
No, I don't think you can read it, mate. I think it's Chris Mir, though.
So we've got Chris Mir number one, Thomas Rock number two, Just Me number three, Melez fourth, and Wildlife fifth.
I think it's a joint fourth. Put Melez into fifth. Oh,
yeah,
so looking to see if Medvedev can consolidate that break now. So that's the most important thing. This is going to show what Schwartzman's made of. In the last 11 points, Medvedev's won 10 of them.
Gosh, and he's 30 love up here. He's looking very dominant.
Yeah. Schwartzman started well, but that's what I said. Medvedev can't really afford this slow starting that he did against de Minaur.
No. But to me, like already what I've seen from him, he looks a lot better than the way he started the de Minaur match.
Yeah, I think Schwartzman doesn't want to get overwhelmed. He looks like you see
what he's to love here as well.
You see what's happening there in the rallies as well, because Medvedev quite clearly has the power edge. Schwartzman's now feeling he has to hit it harder than he normally would just to try and force Medvedev back. And it's not working. He's hitting it long at the moment. Will he sort that out? It's going to be key. I thought, a great winner there and a game to love, mate. Friday, fun day. Happy Friday.
I need to crack open a beer, mate.
I know. I think I was too consumed with setting the whole thing up and getting it started. I forgot that the mic was on the other side of the desk for the first part of it. But there you go. So, Daniil Medvedev, and sorry, I need JG to...
Come on, mate. You need to get on it a bit more. I can't keep reminding you all the time.
No, I'm running the ship while you're not here. This is what I mean. I've got all of these other things going on.
Oh, it's so annoying. This laptop just doesn't work, so I'm gonna have to just watch it off my phone.
Why not, mate?
It's not bad though. You can actually see it. They're quite big, the phones nowadays, isn't they?
Yeah, you want to get yourself a tablet then, like a big phone.
I do have one. I might get one in the break. I was banking on the fact that I'll be able to connect to the internet on this laptop at least. Not even that.
Can you not? Oh, that's not good then. Sounds a bit old. And Jagger reckons a Medvedev Zverev in the final, and Zverev wins, surprisingly, from Jagger.
Typical Jagger, mate.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, it's wide. And Schwartzman, 30 love. Is Medvedev now just comfortable? Does he think he's just going to hold serve now? Are we going to see what happened last night? Rublev.
The winner of this match, who do they play?
Raonic, Umber.
You'd fancy the winner of this to be able to beat either of them, though, right?
Don't know.
It's tricky, isn't it?
It's tricky just because great shot there by Schwartzman. Good winner. It's difficult just because you know that if Raonic is on his day, he just has that big serve and he can do a lot of 1-2 punch. It's really quick points on this indoor hard court. I think it's just made for him, and he could struggle. Well, he could, like Medvedev could struggle against him, as could Schwartzman, I think. But you never know if Raonic's serve isn't going. Same with all the big servers. They have to have the rest of the game to back it up. And I don't think Raonic has it as much as some of the other players.
God,
Well,
what
there
a
you
shot
go.
that is.
Yeah, great. Medvedev's forehand always.
It just looks so weird, doesn't it?
Yeah, always
His technique
surprised.
is one of the weirdest on tour.
I know, that's what they were saying yesterday. I don't think they'd ever teach people to hit the tennis ball like this, but it seems to be very effective. And they were saying
change it now for him. It just works. He's got used to it.
it's just like there's so much wind up to it. It's like he's winding up like a jack in the box or something. It's just like comes round. It's like a windmill effect, isn't it? The way he whips round it. It's crazy. There we go. Schwartzman, 40-15. There you go. Game Schwartzman. Well done. He did well to hold his serve there. He doesn't want to be going down a double break. Oh, a bit early. We're doing 3 of these. So I had to go with Stella Sidr for the.
Mate, it's too early for me to go in a beer.
It's Friday, mate. Come on, it's Friday. You got to be bringing the heat on a Friday.
Mate, I will do in a minute.
You're on holiday.
I'm just a bit annoyed, mate. I want to get this laptop working. I don't understand how I cannot connect to the internet.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's not a very good thing. As long as you can connect to the internet on this laptop, that's the main thing, mate.
Well, Menez there with a super sticker. Cheers, mate. And he is now 100% into 4th. So we'll update that after this.
Look at that. Loving that.
He doesn't want
Cheers,
Wildlife
Menez.
coming for his title. Thanks for that, mate.
Yeah, Wildlife will be checking it later, I'm sure. Yeah, I was just have a look at some of the. I was just looking at some statistics. I just was looking at from their matches in the past. It was quite interesting. They've just got so many interesting statistics. You could have like the number of double faults, the number of aces in matches and stuff like that between them. Yeah, it's crazy. You have a look on this. It's quite interesting. If you've not used the website Ultimate Tennis Statistics,
yeah,
jump on there.
It's a good one. It's good for they've got the GOAT debate on there as well, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, some really interesting stuff on there. Oh, so they're coming back out. Schwartzman going to be looking to try and break back. He needs to. He needs a drop in the level of Daniil Medvedev, though. That's what he really needs. Are we going to see it? Are we going to see the inconsistent Medvedev, or are we going to see the Medvedev of old when he went on that storming run, getting to the final and winning all those hard court tournaments last year? Great serve and ace. 15-love. Pretty impressive. Serving like Rublev. Must be a Russian thing. Yeah, Rublev was serving super consistently for the past 2 weeks. Another good serve. Yeah, well, the Stan effect. Wawrinka can do that to anybody, but I think he was a bit tired. I'd give him the benefit of the doubt, Rublev. I think he'd had a good 2 weeks. And I
don't think he's going to be too disheartened. It'd have been probably more disheartened if he drew Medvedev in this tournament and lost yet again.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know how many times he can take that.
No, I know. He needs to at least get a set next time. Oh, and they're Schwartzman give him the runaround, sliding around the back of the court. Medvedev overcooked that forehand there. It's gone wide. So it's a good sign for Schwartzman. He's stuck in that rally, and eventually we got the unforced error from Medvedev. I think we're going to have to see a lot more of that. He's going to need to try and force Medvedev to hit the lines. Here we go. He's serving anyway. 30-15. Down that tee seems to be money serve, and Schwartzman can get it into the net again. Interesting. 40-15. Oh, God. The neighbours are out again.
Yeah, I heard that one.
Yeah, I know, mate. It's just going to start getting annoying. Oh, Medvedev getting a bit annoyed. There's some people talking, is it? Is it what's Family Port? Does that close the door? Will that close your mouth?
He's not speaking Spanish, is he?
I know that it's not close your mouth. Like fermer la bouche, I think that is.
Are you talking about Medvedev?
It was the umpire said.
Oh, right.
He was said something to someone in the crowd, like stop talking, or told someone to close a door or something. Oh, and Born Gamers saying Rublev can only win smaller tournaments. He can't win a Grand Slam or a Masters. Oh, it's harsh words.
Give him some time. He's going to be there, and he's going to be winning these tournaments. So
Zephyr saying, hope that Schwartzman wins the first set. Well, I don't mind. I hope he wins the match more than the first set, but we'll have to wait and see. Daniil Medvedev, very, very hard puzzle to solve. And it was something really interesting that they were showing on the great passing shot there from Medvedev. They were interesting statistics they were showing on Medvedev yesterday on his court position where he was standing to receive serve. He was against Kevin Anderson. He was standing 6 meters behind the baseline. And it was they said he's
but I don't think that's necessary. I don't think he needs to do that.
No, because then you're giving up all of the angle of the service box. They decide to hit a crafty angle. Great play from Schwartzman there.
Yeah, with Schwartzman though, you won't see him doing anything like that because Schwartzman's serve is just nothing.
Strong.
It's not the greatest, is it, in the world?
He's not getting many aces, is he?
No.
I still think you just got to use people's when they're standing that far behind the baseline, use it against them. I just think it's just they're asking for a big serve, so don't give it to them. Give them a little P roller. Oh, what's that?
Sorry, what? Can you hear the sound?
Yeah. I wondered. It's just suddenly heard like someone shouting "fault." It came out of nowhere.
Yeah, no, I've got it up now on the laptop.
Yeah, it was. It was long.
Yeah.
15 all. Second serve. Medvedev's going for that one.
Mate, to be honest, this could not be a better start, in my opinion, for Medvedev. Early break.
Spoke too
settle
soon.
the nerves.
I think he needs to be going for these second serves a lot more, though. Like, he could shorten these rallies, like, much shorter. It doesn't need to be playing into the rally or getting Schwartzman into the rally. His serves aren't that great. Like, they're not. There's not much power behind them.
I think we're a bit harsh though because they got a lot better.
They're better.
That was a good one. He
No,
positions them very well. He does position them well.
No, but I mean the second serve. The second serve, if he has the chance to go at one, I think he should. I don't think he should hold back because once Schwartzman's in the rally, that's his.
Has he not been doing that yet, though?
Not really. He's not been hitting it with much conviction.
I missed the service game where he broke him. I was assuming that's what he was doing.
It's a long time ago now, mate. Here we go. Look, see that? A bit of a passive return off that second serve. Just hit it straight down the middle. But that's a great winner, that one. Maybe it was just all part of his plan.
But we were talking about plans yesterday, mate, with Rublev. We got that one wrong.
Well, we know that Stan has the ability, though. I don't think it really shocked that many people. But Stan to be such huge odds against Rublev, like, what was he, 4.5? That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's only because Rublev's not lost, mate.
No respect on Stan. Here we go.
It's quite high odds later today as well.
Yeah, threes. Here we go into the rally again, and now Schwartzman having to try and dig out a point from this long rally, and no, he's hooked it wide, and we're at deuce.
Yeah, I've not been too impressed with Schwartzman actually early on.
I think
wasn't under pressure there. He's just always, I don't know. He seems to be always stretching for him.
I think this
rhythm.
I think another thing with Schwartzman is, with a lot of great tennis players, you need to have a plan B, because if somebody foils his plan A, like Fokina didn't foil his plan A was just be consistent, finish the points when you can, but just keep in the rally. Doesn't work with Medvedev so well because Medvedev starts dictating the rallies a lot more.
With Schwartzman, though, mate, he's a warrior. So, like, even if he loses his first set, it's not over, is it? He's the type of guy who will come back at any stage. He can be down a double break in the second set, and he's still not really out of it.
Medvedev can't let his level drop. That's the problem with Schwartzman. If it does, Schwartzman's in. He will break Medvedev if he has a bad service game.
Yeah, agreed.
But it's all about whether Medvedev has a bad service game. That's the key, I think.
Well, Michael, they're saying Diego will come back like Stan did.
You never know. I hope he does. cheering him on. Diego. Oh. Bless you,
Excuse me.
mate. Shouldn't have no hay fever now. It's winter, isn't it?
No, it's not hay fever.
It's dusty.
In there.
You haven't been cleaning. That's good
Don't have
backhand.
time.
Forcing Medvedev round the back of the court here. He's gone too much.
That looked long. Yeah, it was long. Back to Juice.
Mella's saying plan B is punch Medvedev in the mouth. I think he'd be struggle to reach him, I think. How tall is Medvedev's 6'6"? Might have to punch him in the balls, I think.
Probably just as effective.
Yeah, definitely. More effective, I think.
So points 1 under 9 shots. Medvedev 7, Schwartzman 2.
I don't think you'd want to get in a fight with a Medvedev, though. I think these Russians, they can all handle themselves.
Yeah, so can Argentinians, mate.
Yeah.
Both warriors of nations.
From the favelas. That's Brazil, really, more than Argentina.
No, just out. Second serve. And this is a really good opportunity. I think Medvedev needs to go for this one. He stepped inside.
Yeah, he tried.
He's missed it.
Tried, but it's just into the net. And
it was the right decision. Just poor execution.
It's a very lanky frame, doesn't he, Medvedev?
Yeah. Complete opposite to Stan, isn't it?
Oh, the elegant junk. I'm not sure if he'd appreciate that nickname or not.
It's not a bad one.
I think he'd probably prefer the tank or something like that. That'd probably be better for him.
Here we go. Backhand to backhand.
Yeah, it's down the. Oh, Schwartzman. That's a good thing he's doing there, mixing up the paces as well.
These two can rally though, can't they? They could be in a stalemate for a while during this match.
Good retrieval here from Schwartzman. How's he getting some of these back? And now Medvedev's gone for the drop shot. Schwartzman's in. Great winner.
So good. Well played,
Go
Schwartzman.
on, Diego. Go on.
It's a terrible drop shot, though. It's a good idea. Just terrible yet again. His execution's been a bit off.
I was going to say the exact same thing. That execution was awful. It was hit about the service line. Not even close.
That's a good little exchange, though. So maybe shows us what we're in store for today, Ben.
What's that? Yeah, well, that game was really good. We got treated some great rallies in that game. Mella's saying, I'm going to tell my short friend who is a Diego fan that line. And what we got? 2K20, good. Russia, come on. Medvedev, top. Ole, ole, ole.
We've got a few Ole's actually. Sharuk there, ole, ole. So it's good to see we're having a few fans of the match.
Yeah, and we just got some French in there. Dennis Marisot with bonjour. Bonjour, mes amis. Miami.
Who's winning, though? That's the question. There's only one breaker serve. Will Medvedev be able to close his first set out?
We haven't done this in a while as well. I want to know from you, what time is the match going to end? How many minutes are we going to see on this match?
God,
come on, we haven't done it in a while.
How long have we had so far?
25 so far. So now's a good time.
We're not going off flash. We need to go off the stadium.
Yeah, okay. Well, then it's going to be about 2 minutes behind.
Okay, so fair enough. So 25, I reckon I'm going to go with... I'm going with 1 hour. 1 hour 34.
Ooh. It's a good get. I like it. I thought you were gonna say 1 hour and a half, just dead on, just for the sound.
1 hour 34.
I'm gonna go with
27 minutes on the Rolex right now.
I'm gonna go with 1 hour 56.
I'm not sure if it's fair, mate. You always make me go first.
Mate, I tried to stay away from your selection. If I go and pick 1 hour 30, we should write it down and then just show. That's what we need to do next time.
We should put it in the chat at exactly the same time.
Yeah, that's true. We should do that as well. There's many ways we could have done this better than the way we did it, but.
And here we go. You've got the typical Sharuk going 1 minute after me, 1 hour 35. That's usually what Ben does. But He avoided that cheap tactic today. However, I've got 1 hour 34. You've got, Ben, just to confirm.
What was mine? 1 hour 50.
I'm going to have to write it down because I know you're a bit of a cheat.
1 hour 57, did I say? I think so.
Yeah, that's fine. I've got that written down now. No change in it.
No. I'm expecting a close second set. It goes to a tie break or something like that. And then into a third. Maybe.
Fair enough. Well, obviously, yesterday we had 3 sets in an hour and a half. And there with the $2 tip. I think, does that make him go top now? I think it does.
Go above Melez, I think.
Yeah, no, I mean top of Melez, yeah. So Wild Lives fighting back. Number 4th spot. And penance for my sinfully bad bracket.
It has been bad, but don't worry. Some people have been having a bad one this week. Have you made a few?
I've had a very good week, I must admit. However, if Medvedev is to win this one and then win the next and go all the way through to the final, my bracket will be alive.
Oh, overcooked that serve. Schwartzman needs to get in on these second serves. Melez, no, 1 penny.
He's literally 1p. He
knew what he was doing.
Tactical.
We're going to get a 2 penny tip now from Melez. These two fighting it out.
30-15, here we are.
And Zeffrey saying this game could go to 3 sets.
This is a good window now for Schwartzman.
I don't think. Well, he's saying could Schwartzman take the first set from Medvedev? It's possible. I mean, we're seeing a little window of opportunity here.
He's
already.
2 points away now from breaking it.
But it could also. He's actually returning the serve. It's really tight. I think he can still do it until he gets to them.
I think we need some of your commentary, Ben.
Here we go. Wide.
Your commentary's gone by the wayside slightly these last few pods. I like it. It usually gets me pumped.
Mate, I'm trying.
When you're commentating on it.
It's just I'm commentating more on the comments than I'm commentating on the.
I'll do the commentary.
No problems.
But Team Grove saying, my boy Sitterpass set the bracket for him. I think Ben would agree with you there. He had Sitterpass too.
Let's not talk about Sitterpass. So, 5 games to 3. He's on the magic 5. Is this the business end yet? 5-3.
Hold off that button, mate. Hold off that button.
Well, we could lose the set after this game. 5. When you get to 5.
If it gets close, then I'll let you press the business end. Well,
yeah, but when's the business end?
I think it will be business end at 30 all or something like that. Or if Schwartzman holds now, then that's business end. Medvedev to serve it out.
But if he doesn't hold, then when? I don't even get to press it. Oh, and look at what you've done. It's now love 15.
Yeah, no, this is the business end. Go for it. This is the business.
I get to press it, yes. I feel better now. I've got that off my back.
Yeah, this is a big moment of the match. Obviously, love 15.
Oh, it's a great drop shot. I'm not sure if... Oh, he's just smashed that at Medvedev at the net.
He did not need to get that. That was definitely going miles long.
Do you think? I'm not sure. Yeah. I think he just went for Medvedev. I just thought that's the best option there. Hit it at him at the net. And then...
Look at that.
I think that would have gone in. I think it was going down. Here we go. Serving out wide. Medvedev. Good shot. Good volley from Schwartzman. It had lots of spin on it. It fooled Medvedev.
Oh, that's a good point.
Spin on that volley. Do you see the way it kicked when it...
business end has livened Schwartzman up. He's ready to go now. He's gone for it. From love 15 down to 30-15. He's turned this around.
Yeah, here we go.
It's going to make Medvedev serve it out.
Well, that's what you got to do. Great serve down the tee here from Schwartzman. Oh, into the net, though. And now we're 30 all. And just from after one good point, one poor point. It's not been it's been one of those games for him, it seems.
Yeah.
Mixed bag we're getting here from Diego. Looks a little bit annoyed with himself. He knows that it's one more point away from set point.
And look at that, Ben. We have Daniil Medvedev in the chat.
Wow. How is he doing that?
His brother?
Look at me. We are.
Mate.
Good serve down the tee. Schwartzman, they're just firing it down the middle. Is Medvedev going to try and force the issue here? Oh, he has, but he's overcooked that.
What a mistake, man. He was pressure. It was inside the baseline. All he has to do, get it in with a bit of velocity. And I think Schwartzman's panicking.
Do we need to have an overcooked button?
Mate, do we need a Schwartzman in the chat? We've got a Medvedev here.
Yeah, exactly.
They can have a bit of beef in the chat.
40-30. Good serve out wide. The court's opened up. Oh, he allowed Medvedev to get back in the rally there. Medvedev into the net.
Oh,
and he's hit the net cord and it's in.
Yeah, it's a good shot. Under a lot of pressure, and he's forced to do. Obviously, only 2 points away now from taking the first set.
Oh, if it hadn't have hit that net cord, do you reckon it would have gone in?
Yeah, I think it was. It was always, in fact, the net cord, if anything, was pushing it further wide.
It's not like Rublev's one yesterday.
Yeah, he had a double net, didn't he?
Hit the net and then
bouncing up on the net. It's like table tennis.
Oh, it was crazy. I've not seen one of those in a very long time.
I know, and we've got 130 people watching us.
Cheers, guys.
Thanks, guys. If you're new here, subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Also, like the video so it can be shared to a lot more people. We're currently at 40 all. Medvedev up 5-3. Only one breaker serve, but he's very close to this first set.
We turned into one of those French umpires. 40 all.
Jeez.
That's better.
Mate, it's the same thing. I don't know why you get so funny about it.
Or backhand to backhand. We got our first set point here.
What is your problem with 40 all?
I just don't like it. It's not
the same thing. It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
No, it's just you, mate. You're a bit old school when it comes to it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a traditionalist. I
don't see nothing wrong with it at all.
I'm from the All England club here in London, where we do things the prim and proper way. And in Wimbledon, you wear all white because that's the prim and proper way. And you say juice because, and there you go, as we speak, it's in the net.
Medvedev breaks and takes the first set. Come on,
racket abuse there from Diego Schwartzman, which is not. No, he just smacked it. Just smacked it on the floor.
It's only a little minor one, mate. It's not really racket abuse.
Wasn't really a Herbert incident. He completely demolished his one. Or a Benoit pair incident. Maybe it's a French thing. Have a look at some of the statistics from that first set. 2 aces and all the aces and double faults going to Daniil Medvedev by the looks of it. And that jumps off the page, doesn't it? That 93% of first serve points won from Daniil Medvedev, and he's up there with the Rublev stats.
Yeah,
he's passed the mantle on to his Russian colleague.
Look at the total winners then. The first set, Medvedev 10, Schwartzman 4.
Yeah.
First serve speed, Medvedev 199 kilometers an hour, Schwartzman 170. So that's quite a big difference. And second serve speed, Schwartzman's down at 139.
And there you go.
It's a big downfall, isn't it? 139 is not good enough really for a second serve.
And the thing that I said before this match that would dictate it would be the long rallies. And in that, the shots over 9-shot rallies, Medvedev leading it 9-3. And they're probably on a lot of key points. So really.
Medvedev's winning all of the stats. First serve in, 79 compared to 66. Second serve, 1. No, first serve 1, 93% to 52. And that's where he's been dominating. Yeah.
Well, it's the type of stats that Medvedev can produce against the best players in the world. And since Schwartzman's looked pretty much faultless coming into this match, his last match, and now it's been exposed a little bit. And I think he just when a player's got a bit of power, a bit more power than him, that's the sort of thing that makes it unravel. Similar to Alex de Minaur a little bit. It happened to him. Alex de Minaur capitalized on the slow start from Medvedev. He hasn't given Schwartzman that benefit today. He doesn't have the slow start.
Oh, with Medvedev as well, we saw how he ended them last 2 sets, winning 6-2, 6-2. So when he's firing and playing well and consistently hitting the ball in the court, Medvedev's super dangerous, man.
Yeah,
and I think we're just starting the second set. Before we do, I just want to say, since we've got so many people, if you want to join our tennis league, it's completely free. You can join the GTL tennis league. And for any draws or upcoming tournaments, you can put your picks and see how well you do. Obviously, competing against me and Ben as well.
Yeah, definitely do. Definitely join. I think we had 56 people in yesterday. So we've got 140 of you in there now. Why not all join? We can have a mammoth league and see if you can be the top out of all those people. It's just a great bit of fun. It's free to join as well. Why not do it?
Yeah, you just need to register to the website and it's all free to join. We are going to be hopefully bringing some prizes to it for the first place, but that is in the works at the moment.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that'd be quite fun.
Yeah, definitely. Here we go. Medvedev serving anyway. 15 love. What's Schwartzman going to change in this? What is his plan B? And hitting it in the net.
He's doing a lot better than that, that's for sure.
That was his plan A, hitting it in the net. We don't need a plan B to be in the same.
Maybe he needs to change his T-shirt, mate. He worked with Stan yesterday. He switched T-shirts. All of a sudden, Rublev couldn't get near him.
It's very true. The red. Maybe it only works for Stan. Maybe Schwartzman needs to do one of those tactics of wearing the same colour as the back of the court so you can't be seen and then just sneak around the back of the court.
Oh, another good serve.
Oh, it's great.
These first serves, Schwartzman cannot compete.
Game to love, mate.
Yeah, cheers, mate. I'll have to get my beer in it.
Come on, guys. Encourage JG to go and get his beer. Super chat him.
The thing is, I'm saving myself, Ben, because we've got another 2 matches on after this.
I know. I want to see you legless by the last one. Barely able to string 2 words together by the time we go to Zverev versus Wawrinka. You're going to be
obviously next we've got Raonic versus Hugo Humbert. We're not going to be covering that one on the live watch along, but we'll be doing Rafael Nadal. Obviously playing Carino Busta. They played each other a few times recently. Nadal's had the better of him. We expect the same here today, but it's going to be an interesting battle. So join us for that one. And then obviously the big finale, Zverev versus Stan Wawrinka at 7 o'clock tonight.
Yeah. I mean, that one's, for me, that one's the one which is most interesting. But well, after this match, I'd say this was the one that was my sort of pick. I was hoping to see if Schwartzman could really test Medvedev. So far, we haven't seen it, but still second set. It might improve. But Wawrinka, if he could turn up against anyone, if he does the same performance, we could see another upset. He might be able to take out Zverev. Here we go.
Far, it's been all Medvedev.
Yeah, so far, but you never know. He might go off the boil, but Schwartzman in the net again there. The cross-court rally and Medvedev winning the long rallies a lot.
Schwartzman's getting angry with himself.
It's annoyed because he's losing the long rallies, which he normally dominates, and he normally just stays in the rally. And he's making very, very careless errors. Look, he's lost 9 of the last 10 points. And a lot of them in the net as well.
This one is a big one.
Yeah. That's a poor return. Yeah. I thought he maybe could have dug it back, but maybe, good serve. Not such a poor return.
I think he wasn't expecting it. He's been serving so bad. Took him by surprise.
15 all.
You must know that when you play tennis yourself, Ben. Literally, someone's serving really bad. You start stepping in a little bit. All of a sudden, they just pull out some ridiculous ace. And you're like, where's that been all game?
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. That's like me. It's a great winner down the line. It's like me. The first serve, I'll probably get about 4 or 5 in the whole match. But when they go in, the aces coming off that racket. When it goes in. The second serve, less said about that, the better. Right. So obviously
it's been 42 minutes.
This is super important, this service game for Schwartzman. He cannot get broken in the first service game of the second set.
Yeah.
And Medvedev forcing it over to that backhand side. Now he's gone forehand side. Now he's gone backhand side. He's pushing it around
a lot.
Yeah, it's good. And now Schwartzman, he's going back, and they're backhand to backhand. Medvedev now forehand to backhand. Oh, he's really pushing it onto that Schwartzman backhand. They're still going backhand to backhand. Who's going to cry? Oh, what a shot from Medvedev!
Well played, man. Come on.
Wow. Where did he dig that out of? Suddenly, it just he just cut off the pace from the ball as well. He made it.
It just kills the ball. He kills it dead. Look at that.
Far over the net, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like that far? Like a millimeter. like a millimeter, I think. It didn't. Lucky it didn't. That's as close to going over the net without touching the net.
Mate, that's an excellent shot. You don't see many players play that either.
No, exactly.
It's very unique to Daniil Medvedev.
Oh, it's incredible, mate. Well, 40-30, so a good serve to get himself out of trouble there.
They've got the net clearance there. So the average net clearance, Medvedev 64 centimeters, Schwartzman 77.
Wow.
So it just shows how close Medvedev is going towards the net. He's only leaving the finest of fractions.
Yeah, and I think that's the key. That's one of the keys in this match so far. I think you've hit the nail on the head.
Yeah, they had to bring that stat up after that shot.
Yeah,
It's pretty ridiculous.
Oh, this is a great rally right now. Now they've forced it onto Schwartzman's backhand. Oh, he's gone with the inside-out forehand slice. Down the line, just wide. And game Schwartzman.
So close.
But thanks everybody who's currently joining us on this live watch along. Hope you're enjoying the match as well. Let us know in the chat, where are you watching from, and what time is it where you are? I mean, at the moment for us, we're in London. It's just coming up to 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And if you haven't already, please like the video, because this helps us show up on lots of searches and gets recommended to other tennis fans out there. So it really helps us out. Really appreciate your support. But it's Daniil Medvedev serving. Great ace. Look at that. So, Daniil Medvedev, if he keeps serving like this, he's going to be hard to stop, I have to say. He really needs that first serve. Well, you've seen the percentage of his...
Because all the Schwartzman service games, they're making a match of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Often we're seeing long rallies, and eventually there's going to be opportunities there for Medvedev. If he serves like this, I don't see a way back for Schwartzman.
Well, this is it. I mean...
He's not the guy you can write off, though. That's the
15-0, but he just needs a dip. He needs to get into the rallies, which is always a struggle. And you've seen on Medvedev's first serve, he's winning 93% of the points of his first serves. So that's going to be really tough. Unless that level drops, I think this is Medvedev's to lose. It's a good serve. It's gone into the Schwartzman backhand, and he's forced him into the error, and it's 30-15. Yep. And there you go.
Yeah, and Charlie makes a good point there. Do you think Medvedev and Diego are going to get into a fight again? Because I don't know if you remember, there was an incident previously when they played.
Yes.
It just reminded me now. I forgot exactly what the ins and outs of it were, but I know there's a bit of tension between the two.
Yeah, definitely.
Whether that is spurring on Medvedev, I feel like he's someone who will deal with that situation a lot better than Schwartzman. Schwartzman's such a nice guy, genuine, humble person. Medvedev, he can sort of rise to the crowd, and he's got that sort of, I don't want to say evilness in him, but he's got a bit more fight, I feel.
Yeah, definitely. A
bit more anger and passive aggressiveness.
This was in the ATP Cup, wasn't that right, at the beginning of the year?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that Daniil Medvedev said that he didn't apologize to him. That was why it was all over. He refused to apologize.
Yeah, he's very stubborn, though, Medvedev. We've seen it with certain exchanges he's had with the umpire.
Well, I think that he was saying no, but he was saying Schwartzman didn't apologize, not Medvedev.
Oh, right.
It was Schwartzman who was being stubborn about it. That was the thing. So, there you go.
Yeah,
anyway, he's helping. Go on. What are you saying?
Oh, you're lagging a bit there.
Am I?
Yes, okay, you're fine.
I'm back, waving from the other side, 10 seconds behind you.
No, you're in time, I think.
That's all right. Yeah, so another comfortable hold anyway for Daniil Medvedev. I know, Charlie's saying, wow, did not apologize. I know exactly how this is what it's like in tennis. That's all it takes to get into an argument, someone not apologizing.
I know you was asking people where they're watching from. We've got Theo there in Sydney. It's coming up to 1 a.m. How we doing, mate? Yeah. Hopefully you can join us for the rest of this match. I know it's late. Don't worry about work tomorrow. It's okay. It's only a tennis.
And Medvedev, this is a quote from him. He said, I don't know what he said to me. He said something in Spanish. He's like, I just tried to mention him that he hit and let and say sorry. And that's why I said screaming, come on. That's all I said.
Cheers for that, Daniil.
And Schwartzman said, He said he was pretty vocal about Medvedev's bad attitude, and the Argentinian said, "He's like, and I told Medvedev that Neti is a great player, and the person who needs to change a lot. He's very disrespectful on the court and does these things.
No,
He
that's
doesn't
not
need
Medvedev. No, sorry, that's not Schwartzman.
That's Nadal. No,
like
I
a
don't know.
fake
I don't know how I don't know how Diego speaks. I can't remember. So I don't.
softly
End up going like nearly Mexican. Oh, he's forced Medvedev into an error there. That was good. Which one? Yeah, I'm thinking that the the Russian impression was better than the
The Russian one was actually really good. Charlie agrees.
No,
Good
nice,
impression.
thanks. Not too bad. Yeah,
And
let's
as
draw.
you say, Russians always win fights.
Yeah, they do. Like you watch the
Based on
UFC.
that, you'd expect Medvedev to come out on top today.
Yeah,
And
he's probably friends with Khabib Nurmagomedov and probably knows a few wrestling moves and chokeholds that he's going to slap on him if they get in. Be a bit of an unfair fight. 6'6" versus 5'6", isn't it? Or...
maybe smaller, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think that'd be a fair fight. Oh, into the net again from Schwartzman. The inconsistency. He's looking at the
his backhand side. His backhand's not been firing very well today, Schwartzman. You're looking at his racket, but I don't think it's the racket's fault.
Charlie asking, who do you think is going to win? Well, at the moment, looks like Medvedev in a quick 2-set victory, unless Schwartzman changes something very, very rapidly.
Yeah, I agree, mate.
And this was the worry.
It's weird because Schwartzman played so well against Fokina.
I think Fokina helped with that, though. He got beat himself up after the first game where he couldn't break.
Yeah, you're right.
Some games mentally crush players. I think Medvedev's mentally stronger. Like, well, we've said before that he's one of the best tactical players on the tour and one of the mentally strongest players on the tour as well. When he's actually in one of these really hard-fought matches, you fancy him against even the best players.
And this is another long rally.
Oh, look at this rally at the moment. Medvedev went for it down the line and missed it, though.
Yeah, that's really big, though, for Schwartzman. Like, mentally, the fact that Medvedev's lost out on one of their longer rallies, that will give him a big boost, I think.
Yeah, Charlie, yeah. I am going for... I'm backing Diego because he's in my bracket. I had him to be reaching the semi-finals, so I'm having to stand by my man. But yeah, it's unfortunate. It's not looking too good for him at the moment. Hopefully he can rally, though. Might see a dip in form. If he can just hang in there, we might see a dip in form from Medvedev. It's not looking likely, but it might happen.
Yeah.
Here we go. Serve. Medvedev has a second serve to look at. Fires it deep into the Schwartzman backhand and into the forehand now. Now he's pushing Schwartzman around the baseline. They both go to slice instead. Oh, lamb shank. The lamb shank.
First of today as well.
Yeah, definitely. So 30 all and average rally length on their service games. Schwartzman 8 shots, Medvedev 5 shots, and that sort of tells us.
That's what I'm saying. There's always been a lot more rallies on Schwartzman's serve, and the reason for that is.
Oh, and he's given up a break point here.
Yeah. Well, it's just he's not been serving too great, and Medvedev's been so dominant on his returns.
Famous racing car driver has come into the chat, Michael Schumacher. Wow, thank you so much. Thank you for that.
I'm not sure what currency that is.
hopefully it's pounds.
Yeah, if it's 250 quid, that's quite a hefty amount. So I appreciate that.
You'll be top of the leaderboard. Still might be.
I don't even know what currency that is. So
yeah, you'll have to tell us. Oh, look at that great shot. Great retrieval from Medvedev. He smashes it. Medvedev flicks it up. Wow, great point.
He could have actually done better with that, I feel.
Yeah, that was incredible.
I don't know why he opted for his backhand. He could have done the lob with his forehand, I think. Have a look at that.
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty incredible. Do you not think?
It was, yeah, but I thought Medvedev could have done better even.
I thought you did well to get the first one back. So it was a really good attempt. And then he had the attempt at the second one, but yeah, no cigar. Here we go. They're into the rallies again. And is it going to go over 5 shots again? Medvedev's going to... We put the pressure on there. Great point. Great shot there. Great shot.
thing with Schwartzman today, he does look a bit defeated. Every time he makes a mistake, he's within himself. He sort of walks over to the ball boy or ball girl, and he just, I don't know, he just doesn't seem himself.
No, I know.
Very defeated, do you not think? Just his
Yeah.
mannerisms.
Well, this is what Medvedev's doing to him. He's just struggling. He knows that when he gets into the long rallies, you see what Medvedev tried to shorten that rally when it got just over 5 shots. He just went for it, and Schwartzman didn't have an answer. He's getting bullied.
Yeah.
And there he's into the net. And maybe this is what he needs to do. Maybe a bit more net play from Diego Schwartzman, like Alex de Minaur was doing yesterday. Yeah. Get into the net. Really,
Schwartzman's one of the best in the net as well. Really good.
Exactly. Shorten the rallies, but he's probably the easiest to be lobbed, I would have thought.
No, but however, being the smaller guy at the net, I do think the volleys are a lot easier.
Really?
I think so. Yeah, you can get down very low. If the ball's like below the net, you can easily get down low to it. And
I would disagree. I would just say that I think that he's got less wingspan, so you can pass him easier.
Wingspan wise, I'm talking about them ones where it's just like sort of very much inside the service line.
I think that's just based upon his skill, though, his hands. I think he's just amazing volleyer.
Yeah, and he's dragged that wide again on the backhand side.
There you go.
Yeah, another break point.
Schwartzman's stuck in this juice right now. Medvedev, another break point. He's challenging that for some reason, and it was miles long. No idea. He's really clutching at straws over there, Diego. There we go. Serves, goes down the tee. Medvedev, miles behind the baseline, and he still is. He's about 2 to 3 meters behind the baseline still. Schwartzman maybe needs to drop these a bit short. It's a good shot into the backhand side. Somehow Medvedev dug out the return. Great shot into the... Oh, what a shot!
That's the shot of the match. And Medvedev break.
Well, if any shot was worthy of breaking someone's serve, that one was. He was on the stretch. He looked like the point was nearly over. He salvaged the point with that recovery shot. Schwartzman hits nearly a winner, and he hits a winner off a winner. Yeah, it's just incredible.
It really is. Deserves the break. And fair play to Medvedev, and he's completely in the driving seat now, obviously winning the first set 6-3. And he's 3-1 up right now. And hate to say it to you, Ben, but my time prediction's looking a lot better than yours right now.
Cool. I think we're going to be done in like about an hour and 5 minutes at the moment. I know. I thought if Schwartzman manages to come back, then mine will look all right. But if he doesn't, I was hoping for 3 sets. Oh, it's a great serve and Tront zero, as the umpire says. And Medvedev's first serve percentages still looking pretty tasty. Yep. I mean, if you have a look down here, if it works, 96% of points won on first serve. This is unreal.
And while you're saying that, mate, he's already 40 love up on his service game.
And it's going to be all over very, very soon if Schwartzman doesn't dig himself out of this hole. He has to hold his next service game. Otherwise, Medvedev serving for the match.
I know we were saying with Schwartzman, it's never really over. But if Medvedev serving like this, there's just no chance for it.
Oh, he's gone for the lob. Schwartzman smashes it away.
Yeah, poor attempt.
Wow. I mean, it's impressive stuff, to be honest. Schwartzman, that was a very difficult point. He had the net cord there. He attacked the net. Very good approach shot. Forced Medvedev to hit a lob. Good smash away.
Well, slightly off topic, Ben. Obviously, the next match is Ugo Humbert-Raonic.
Yes.
We would fancy Medvedev, as we're saying that, he's just held his serve. Yep. So it's 4-1. We fancy Medvedev to be into that match.
1 second. Don't forget.
Who do you think Medvedev will be playing in the next round? Humbert or Raonic?
Well, as you know from me, I've said this at the beginning of the pod as well. I'm obviously my dark horse for the whole entire tournament, Ugo Humbert. I'm cheering the kid on. I think he's great for tennis. He's great for the future. But if I had to go with my gut at the beginning of the day, I went with Medvedev, Raonic, Nadal, Zverev. I know they're all the favourites, but I'm just looking at big servers, indoor hard courts, and That's the way I see it going. I think the big servers are going to go through, and I think Nadal, obviously, he's not the big server, but it's just Nadal, isn't it?
Yeah, I think I'll have to go against you on one of them, and that's Humbert. I think Humbert could beat Raonic. He's been super impressive,
I hope
the way
so.
he played against Cilic was just amazing, because Cilic was playing really good tennis, and he has been this whole week. Humbert, obviously, off the back of that incredible win at Antwerp as well.
Yeah,
Indoor
for sure.
hard, he's been the man to beat. We're in Paris. That's only going to help him. His mum's there watching. He loves his mum.
Yeah, he's oozing confidence now as well, don't forget.
Yeah, like you say, his confidence is going to be really high. I know it is Raonic, but if you look at the service statistics, Humbert actually hit more aces against Cilic than Raonic did in his last match.
Yeah, I mean, who has he played so far, though, that's had a big serve for Hugo Humbert, though, to deal with? I mean, he came up against, obviously, Tsitsipas. Doesn't really have the biggest serve, I wouldn't say. And in the round, who did he just go through against in the last round? So I'm just going to bring it up because my brain's gone. Maran Cilic, that was obviously a very good win, but all of his wins have been over 3 sets as well. Is he going to be more tired? Raonic, all straight sets. So it could be another factor as well. Raonic, if you look down his form, obviously he lost to Coric, but if you take that out, he beat, before this in Antwerp, he beat Norrie straight sets, Bedeni straight sets. If you go before Coric, Hachinov straight sets, Bublik straight sets, the Wolf straight sets. When he wins, he tends to not drop a set, Raonic. He's normally on. So can Schwartzman salvage something here, or is this going to be all over very, very shortly? And it's into the net.
That one again, it's another terrible backhand. Love 30. And for me, we've had an hour played, and this match looks done and dusted.
Pretty much. Unless Medvedev falls over and twists his ankle or something.
Say that. That's terrible. How can you say that? That's awful.
What do you mean? I've said that's the only way he could win.
About injuries to another player.
Oh, I'm saying you're talking about the way that they could win.
Oh, it's another terrible backhand. Here we go. 3 break points.
3 break
points, to be honest.
It's just the business end, yeah. I don't think there is going to be a business end.
This is the business end, Ben. Go for it.
God.
It's got to be. It's so important. If he gets broken here, that's it.
Yeah, for sure. And here we go. Oh, it's a great short shot there. Oh, good play from Schwartzman. What?
The same way. Why he's calling it. It looked like
it says out. It's out. It's break.
With that, what do I know? He's broken his serve.
And just like that, Daniil Medvedev serving for the match.
Yeah, and a place in the semi-final against either Hugo Humbert, the informed Frenchman, or Milos Raonic.
Yeah, well, it's crazy. And this is exactly what I was afraid of for Diego Schwartzman. I thought if Medvedev played like he did in those last 2 sets like yesterday against de Minaur, it was going to be a similar result.
Yeah, and this is going to do my bracket the world of good.
It's not going to do mine any good. I think you're going to overtake me again. We're going to swap places again.
Yeah, I think I do overtake you after this one, surely.
Schwartzman going down the line. Oh, it's into the net again. That backhand side's been.
It's not been firing whatsoever.
It's not been good, has it, today? That Schwartzman backhand, and he's looks distressed. And yet again, he's lost 10 out of the last 11 points. It's not been competitive on the Medvedev serve at all. And obviously, I got to have a look at these statistics again. Sorry. Still 96% it's saying on that. Oh, it must have changed now. It must have gone up to 97%, surely. Yeah. It's just ridiculous.
Well,
and it's into the net.
We love. We have 3 match points.
Just like that. How
Come
quickly.
On, Medvedev. Love to see this.
Oh, Charlie's got to go.
The flag behind me.
Goodbye, Charlie.
Win. I took it to Charlie.
Well, he's just saying he's got to go. Have a great day. So thanks for joining. Join us later for some of the other matches.
It's funny, mate. When I have the Argentinian flag, Schwartzman wins. When you have it, he loses. When you have the Russian flag, Rublev loses. When I have it, Medvedev wins. And there, with that, he has wrapped it up. And he served up a breadstick in the second set.
Well, if anything, he leaves the tournament with something to eat. Diego Schwartzman, delicious breadstick served up by the Russian. Well, what more can you say about that match other than total domination from Daniil Medvedev? And be warned, whoever you're playing in the next round, because Milos Raonic, I think you want to go through in straight sets if you're going to go through, or Ugo Umbe. You don't want a long match because you're coming up against a fresh Daniil Medvedev now and looks in hot form. So
I saw a few. Did they tap rackets after the match?
Yeah, they still did.
All right, nice. That's good to see. And it looks like Schwartzman's trying to get out of there as soon as possible, to be fair to him.
I don't blame him.
Disappointed with what he's put up with today.
Yeah, well, for sure. You've got to be.
He's used himself, complete polar opposite to the match we saw against Fekina Schwartzman. He looked so good. But today, you've got to give it to Medvedev. He was just too strong for him in every department. And currently, he's got a 4 and love head-to-head against him. Yes. And I think kind of his bogey player. I'm not sure if Schwartzman's going to be getting through Medvedev anytime soon. No. Probably the best chance is going to be on clay. On clay, I feel Schwartzman wins every time.
Yeah. Medvedev on clay. He might as well just skip the clay season. Just stick to hard and just see if he can win a hard court Grand Slam or a hard court Masters. But yeah, like you said, that record is just increasing each time now, and he's not. He's gone down. Last time he won a set. This time he's not. He's even worse than before. He's now lost only won 4 games, and Daniil Medvedev now. He's got to be. Well, he was second favourite before this for the tournament. I think behind Rafael Nadal. Surely he's just got to be. The odds have got to be chopped a little bit more for him now because
Nadal's the clear favourite here for me. But something I want to talk about, obviously, big news is with this win, Medvedev now moves up to 4th in the world.
Wow, yeah, exactly.
Federer drops down to 5th.
Yeah. Wow, that's impressive. Yeah, it's really good. I mean, I think he's deserved of it because he's obviously we've not seen Federer in a long time.
Here we go. Statistics as well. Cheers for that, Melez. If you guys want to read it.
Yeah, exactly. I just think it is. I think he's warranted moving up. Medvedev's not been playing. No, Federer's not been playing. Sorry, and Medvedev, he's been having some good results. So I think he's well entitled to it, and he's come to the semi-finals now in the Masters event, and he'll be looking forward. He might be able to try and add that London title if he continues to play in really good form. He might have a great end to the year. So,
we could even see a Rublev Medvedev final in London.
You never know. Well, Rublev would probably hate that. He's never won a set against him.
That would be awful for him. But the one thing I'd say about Federer, it's going to be pretty sad if we see him slowly wilter out and go outside the top 10. I think that's going to be a sad day. The day Federer leaves the top 10, it's going to be a hard one to take. However, we know he's going to be back for the Australian Open, hopefully. Be interesting to see how he does in that. Obviously, not played tennis for so long, it seems. But it's Federer, mate. I feel like he's never going to lose it. And you'd expect him to do well, relatively well. I'm not sure about winning it, but even if, I don't know, quarterfinals, that'd be pretty epic or anything like that.
It's going to be tough. It just when Chris Meir jumps in right at the end. A bit late, mate. But never mind. Nice to have you on board anyway. Join us for one of the next. Well, we've got 2 more coming up later. Don't forget, we've got Nadal, I believe, that's coming up at 5:30, and he's playing Pablo Carreño Busta. Yep. And that one's going to be an all Spanish affair. Obviously, Carreño Busta, he went to the semi-finals of the US Open. He knows his way around a hard court pretty well these days. Rafael Nadal looked pretty impressive in his last 2 matches. So that's going to be exciting. And obviously, we're covering the late night one, which is Alex Zverev versus Stan the Man, the Stanimal, Wawrinka. Yeah, so see if he can do it again. Can he take out Alex Zverev?
Yeah, I think we'll wrap it up there. Thanks, guys, for joining us today. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and join us for the other live watch-alongs we're doing later on. Also, like the video, and we'll see you soon.